My dad is a Vietnam veteran.
I went to Vietnam in 1969 and I served in a petroleum supply company.
It caused him to have mutations in his DNA, which affect me, my sister, my brother, and other veterans' children.
There is no one in either Ken's family or my family has any of these diseases that our children have had or continue to have. Our 32-year-old son, Daniel, was diagnosed as having double ankles. When he was in his mid-20s, thinking about getting married and having kids, he was told he was sterile. Our daughter, Melissa, is 35. At 16, she was diagnosed with having tachycardia.
I could be sitting here doing nothing, just watching TV or something, and all of a sudden my heart would start beating really rapidly. You know, you're born with it, but you won't ever know you have it until something happens. I was sitting in class and all of a sudden I couldn't breathe and I was like hyperventilating and my heart was beating really fast and all I was doing was sitting in class.
Our oldest daughter is Stephanie. She's 36. The first year of her life, she spent having asthma attacks. I don't know how many trips we'd made to the hospital that first year.
Now I have Raynaud's and scleroderma, or systematic sclerosis, is what the doctor writes down on all my paperwork.
She could not pick up her feet to walk or get her feet lifted high enough to get into her car. She couldn't lay her hands flat on a table.
Scleroderma is the hardening of the collagen in your body, which means I have no elasticity in my hands, so my skin doesn't stretch, it just breaks and cracks. Raynaud's is the loss of circulation in your hands and feet, or extremities. And then I have hyperthyroidism.
I work in a group home with emotionally and developmentally delayed teenage boys. It's a very physical, demanding job.
For a while, I couldn't hardly do anything. Couldn't pick stuff up, couldn't carry things.
And it is always a thought that, you know, what happens if my heart does start beating too fast, because it makes me weak.
At one point, the doctor said I lost, like 30% of muscle mass in my arms or something.
It slows me down because I can't breathe, I can't get the strength that I need from it.
I spend an extra $200 a month on doctor's visits, medication that my insurance doesn't cover. I had to have a heart test done and a lung test done. It cost me $900 out of my pocket. So I have to come up with that money to pay. So it would be nice to have some extra help to pay for it. They just say, oh, we don't have anything to do with it, or we can't prove it. Instead of saying nothing happened, obviously something happened. Veterans themselves are sick from the same stuff.
And I think that we need to get more information out there to my generation and the generations to come.
Brothers and sisters that had no connection to Vietnam, they have no problems with their children. And they have lots of kids. They have grandkids and great-grandkids. And I am the second oldest in the family, and I will never have any grandchildren.